Hello everyone and welcome to another Snowcast. My name is Snowball. I'm here casting. This is my first time casting, so we're going to go ahead and get into game number 2 of this match between DeMusliM and WhiteRA, who goes by the name of DuckloadRA. Thank you for Duckload, his sponsor. But anyway, we've got DeMusliM spawning here at the bottom in the red, and right up at the top we've got WhiteRA spawning as the blue Protoss in the top. Now, an interesting thing, we are actually playing on Kulas Ravine, which, in case you guys didn't know, you've been living, under a rock for the last 4 months or so. Kulas Ravine is actually removed from the current map pool, unless you're playing a free-for-all, but not too many people actually play free-for-alls. They're fun, but they are not necessarily on the competitive level that we have for these 1v1s, but... So this will be a really interesting map because I'm interested to see what the players will do. This map is not played very often, like I said, so they probably don't even really practice this map anymore. This map, it was heavily favored in the beta, which, if you guys may know, the HDH Invitational is where WhiteRA actually won, and he played insanely well during the beta, so he has a lot more experience on this map, possibly than DeMusliM, even though DeMusliM was playing during the beta as well. So we'll just have to sit back and see what happens. We've got the scout going down right after the barracks. Now, this barracks placement is really interesting because if you look, when WhiteRA goes to explore the base, he does not see anything at all. See, he only pops over here just now to see the barracks after it's completed. Now, the advantages of this is that in certain circumstances, the opposing player won't actually find that, and then he will actually panic and think there's a proxy barracks, maybe somewhere over here, or just somewhere on the map. So, it's just a nice little tactic you can use to throw your opponent off. It's, just one thing that you can maybe throw your opponent off a bit, maybe make them, make extra units that they don't want to, chrono boost and extra zealot out or something like that, but it didn't work on WhiteRA. And now we see a tech lab going down. It looks like we may see an early one barracks marauder. Ooh, a Reaper is actually being built. Now, this is an interesting thing. Usually the Reaper, especially in a Terran versus Protoss, is used just to scout. A Reaper is a lot cheaper than a scan. A scan will cost you 270 minerals. A Reaper is 50 minerals, 50 gas, and, well, 45 seconds to build. So it does take a long time. To give you an idea, Marines 25 and Marauders 30. With the patch where they made nitro packs require a factory, and the Reaper actually got reverted back to 45 seconds. You don't see them terribly often beyond scouting, but they have been known to be worth their weight in gold for their purpose that we have right now. You may see later use of them later on. They may actually be used for base harassments in the late game, but we'll just have to see where that goes. I forgot to mention the actual a good reason to get the Reaper is all of the cliffs on Kulas Ravine. As you can see, these rocks up here and these cliffs make the Reapers pretty much indestructible. There's no way that the Protoss can be up here until he gets either an observer or a WhiteRA. So this Reaper right here is just getting some free scouting in right there. So he can actually see the sentry going down, and looks like WhiteRA has the tower. He's going to probably place a pylon right here. You can see we're going for a nice 3-gate build. 4-gate. Chrono boost on the cybernetics core in order to get the gates up, and here we go. We've got the Reaper attacking the pylon. I don't think he'll make it too far, but he actually did do a good 40-50 damage to it before it ran away. So 60 damage, pardon me. Yeah, those Reapers do an insane amount of damage to buildings and structures, but you can see the first warp in right here. The production, he's still making probes, so that tells me this is not a 4-gate all-in build. He's actually going through a follow-up. It's probably going to put a lot of pressure on Reapers. Oh, and a Reaper comes in the base to scout. Now, it may look like the Reaper's really good at, he does get some probe kills. The main we go. We've got, oh my goodness, DeMusliM is going all in on this one. He is bringing all of his SCVs except for like 6 in this battle. Now the SCVs are doing just the same time. Not a tag. Oh, there we go. Now we can tag. But as you can see, a lot of SCVs. A lot of SCVs. Oh, I don't know who's going to come out on top. We've got DeMusliM. He's coming in with reinforcements. He's doing such a mistake to just be able to barely beat WhiteRA's army. But he's got the 4-gate pumping and pumping extremely well. He's even using the color boost on the Nexus. Not even worried of that. The army is big. Comes in for the last bit of action. We've got more units. Oh, beautiful force field. Beautiful force field. And it looks like DeMusliM is going to have to retreat. Now if we look at the unit counting station, we can see that DeMusliM is down to 10 SCVs, while we've got 26 probes for WhiteRA. So WhiteRA is sitting nice and pretty right now. I mean, he does have the mules. If you just look at the income tab, we can see that WhiteRA has double the income of DeMusliM right now. Excuse me. And here he goes for the counterattack. He still has the pylon right here, so any reinforcements that do come in will come in through that pylon. And he is actually going down. He is going to fight DeMusliM's army. This could be DeMusliM's last stand. He's going to push out, see what's going to happen. And it looks like WhiteRA's pulling back. He's going to wait until his next 4 units come in. He's got 2 more stalkers. What are the cooldowns on his warp gates? It looks like his warp gates are... We've got 1 that's ready. So he is actually keeping up very well on those warp gates, warping them in 1 at a time, keeping his minerals resources really, really low. And then we've got DeMusliM right here. He is just trying to survive, trying to get whatever units he can out to fight off this attack, to fend it off. He should hopefully bring some SCVs up, maybe build a bunker or 2, because he knows there's going to be an attack coming. So neither one of these players is even thinking about expanding. This game, ladies and gentlemen, will end very soon. Looks like WhiteRA is putting on the pressure of the contain. He is not going to give up at all. He is just going to focus on this 1 attack. If he can just push through this 1 attack, now the key here will be, of course, the sentries with the force field. If he can get a good split on the army, this will essentially just be a game winner for WhiteRA. DeMusliM, he still, he's amassed quite a big army. Here it goes. The good game. Now that is a 1-1. WhiteRA is tied with DeMusliM, and that 4-gate push was just too much. All of those SCVs he lost early on just killed him so badly he couldn't make up for it, and DeMusliM ended up losing this game. So we are tied 1-1 in the Intel Extreme Masters Tournament, and here we are going on to game number 3.